Update: will I be the a-hole for reporting a support group facilitator for trying to hit on me after a session? To summarize, I'm a man in my early 30s. Last week I attended a mental health related support group. The facilitator, a woman, I'm guessing in her late 40s, was kinda overly friendly and touchy while I was there. It was uncomfortable for me, but I didn't feel like it reached the level that it was obviously completely inappropriate. She pushed for my phone number by saying she wanted to send information and resources, but then sent messages quite obviously hitting on me. She also sent another message from a different number after I blocked her, kinda apologizing and asking me not to mention it to anyone. I posted here because I was really torn about whether I was justified in reporting it. It did affect me, but it felt like maybe it shouldn't have been that big a deal as the stuff she was saying was relatively tame and I didn't want to go back to the group anyway. But then I also felt guilty in case she did the same to someone else. The advice I got was helpful and pretty much everyone said I should do something about it. The combination of this and some other stuff has triggered a bit of a relapse. It wasn't just because of this one incident and I was already in pretty rough shape when it happened, but it definitely didn't help. I've contacted the organization and the local service this particular support group is connected to. There's a whole process obviously, but I've passed on my concerns. I've said that as long as it's being looked into, I'd rather not be contacted about it again unless they absolutely need more information. I don't really want to know what the outcome is because I know I won't feel great about it regardless of what happens. I also briefly unblocked the woman and sent a message saying what she did was very inappropriate and hurtful. It's not fair to treat someone like that when they're looking for support, and I hope she never does anything like that again. Pretty lame TBH, but I wanted to say it. Didn't wait for a response. It's not an exciting update and I'm fairly certain I'll never know what actually ends up happening. Like I said, I don't think I particularly want to know. I still wanted to post in the off chance someone else finds themselves in a similar position. I really didn't want to take any action, but people took it more seriously than I expected and I think it did help me feel slightly better. The top comment is: I'm glad you reported her and were able to tell them what you needed out of that, and that you were able to tell her off. Those things were very brave, and took strong self-advocacy instincts. I hope you can find the support you need and reach the place you need for your well-being. The second comment is: it's very important to report these trespasses. It violates the oaths and certifications this professional is required to adhere to. I know that it feels wrong to rock the boat, especially since you are in a delicate state with your health journey, but I'm so glad to read that you reported it. Another person might not be as fortunate to recognize how wrong an interaction like the one you had is and might have had a terrible outcome because of it. Hopefully the therapist gets their license revoked as the outcome and you can totally look this information up with your state if you are US based, since this information is public. Best of luck to you. The third comment is: hey dude, from this internet stranger? I'm proud of you for how you handled this and how you stood up for yourself and helped defend others from going through the same in the future. That took a lot of courage and strength, and here's hoping you find plenty more of both on your journey to healing. You did super good, man.